Hi, this is Miss Mary, and we're going to go ahead and go over Unit 4, Quiz number 1. We're going to go over those questions, see what you got wrong on it, so you'll be able to go ahead and retake it. So grab a piece of paper, and we'll kind of go through them. Here is number 1. So Andre and Elena are reading the same book over the summer. Andre says he has read 1/5 of the book. Elena says she's read 20 more than Andre. If Elena has read 55, how many pages are in the book? So one thing is we have to remember is that Lynn actually drew it wrong, okay? So yes, Andre has read 1/5 of the book, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 chunks there. Elena says she has read 20 more pages than Andre, which is fine. And then Elena is on page 55. How many books are in it itself? So really what we need to kind of remember is, yeah, we have Elena's pages. Hers is 55. That makes Andre's 35. Okay, so let's kind of write that down. So Andre's is actually 35. And then Andre is the one that's 1/5 of the whole entire group itself. So all of this should be 35, 35, 35, and then 35. And so the picture is just wrong. And so if we take 35 and we add it 5 times, or we take 35 and multiply it by 5, there's 5 of them, then we get the 175 pages. All right, here's number 2. It says, here's a hanger that is balanced. We don't know how many of the shapes weigh. Could you change the number of shapes on it but keep it balanced? Describe what you can do. Let's go ahead and let's go through the different questions. So I can remove a square and a triangle from each side. So just one square and one triangle. Yes, I can actually do that one. I did actually take this one as one of the answers. So if you did put that down, I did give you the points back. So yes, you can take one square and one triangle from each side. It does keep it balanced. Can we do 3 squares, left-hand side, 3 triangles on the right-hand side? No, you have to do the same thing on both sides to go ahead and make it balanced. Can you remove a circle from the left-hand side and then 3 triangles from the right? Again, you have to do the same thing on both sides, so that one doesn't work. And then can we remove 2 circles and 2 squares from both sides? Yes, that will still make it balanced, and yes, it will make it balanced. All right, number 3. So what you're trying to do is match up the different things with step 1, step 2, step 3. Notice with step 1 how it goes from 12 to 6, 6 to 3, 10 to 5. So I know that that is divide by 2. So divide by 2 is C. If we look at step 2, notice how we have it where it's 6x minus 3. Notice how 3 is gone. And then I know that that can be add 3 to both sides. That is A. And then B would be this one where we can multiply by 1/6 on both sides. Multiplying by 1/6 is the same as divide by 6. All right, number 4. Number 4, we need to go ahead and go through it, figure out where Lynn found is the error itself. Let's go through the answers. I like to do those first. So it says multiply 8 times 3 instead of 8 times -3. If I take this 8 and I multiply it, it still is multiplying by a -3. Notice how if I do 8 times 3, it's still a -24 here. So that's kind of what that meant. So unfortunately, that doesn't work. Number 2, they want us to do 24 plus 7. Well, it's technically -24 plus 7, so that doesn't work either. I'm going to skip down to this one first. And then it says we need to add 17 to both sides. We do have 17 here, but we also have minus 17 up here. So this is actually where it's looking at it as far as should we add 17 to both sides first? Well, actually, we need to multiply. We need to do the distributive property first. So 8x, subtracting 8x from both sides, from each side, that's here. And where we have it is we need to go ahead, this is where kind of the issue came apart as far as with number 4. All right, number 5, 2 things. We need to go ahead and solve it. We also need to find out where the error is. Personally, I like to go ahead and do it myself. Order of operations, 4 minus 17, it should be negative 13 in this area, okay? So I'm going to rewrite it. I'm going to say 8x minus 3 plus 7, and then we have 2x, and then negative 13. So I'm going to multiply 8 times x is 8x, minus 8 times 3 is 24, add 7, and then we have 2x times negative 13, that is negative 26x. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to combine the negative 24 and the 7. So I have negative 24 plus 7, that is negative 17. Okay, and then I also know that this 8x wants to be over here with his friend. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to subtract off 8x because 8x is positive. Still have negative 17 left, 8x positive and negative 8x, let's make 0. Negative 26 minus 8 is negative 34x, okay? And then these two are multiplying, so we're going to divide by negative 34. So I know a negative divided by a negative makes positive. So really what we're looking at is the 17 over 34x. Now we have to think about it. Is that a skinny or fat fraction? Well, that is a fat fraction. We need to simplify it, and it will simplify down to 1/2. All right, let's go ahead and go through number 6. Number 6, so I like to kind of start with the answers that are given to us. 14 minus 6. There really is not like a 14 minus 6. Like, there's that, but it's 14 over 5. So would that be an answer? Well, no, it won't. So I'm going to go ahead and cross it out. Not an answer. All right, let's look at the next one, 12 times 7. If you look at it, is there really a 12 times 7? There's a 12 here, and then there's a 7 here. So is that going to be an answer? No, it's not. Should they distribute the 5 through to each part of the parentheses? Yes, that does work. And if you look at it, it's up here with this 5 and then into the parentheses itself. So I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to go ahead and look at the last one. 14 minus 20. Is there really an area? There is this 14 minus 20 right here, but if you follow order of operations, it should do 12 times 14 first, because remember, we have the parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. You should do the multiplication first before you do a subtraction. So does that bottom one work? No, it does not. So that's why it should have been Noah should have distributed the 5 through each term inside the parentheses. So I hope this helps you with your quiz. And so you can go ahead and retake it. You have up until Tuesday, December 15th. Tuesday, December 8th to go ahead and retake this quiz. Have a good day. Bye.